Hello everyone, welcome back to this iqoption automation series. In this video, we are going to do code refactor and separation of concern. By separation of concern, I mean placing specific function or related function in particular module, and we can import this module anywhere in the program. Now, the need for the code modularity is that the code becomes much cleaner, easier to manage, debug, or locate a particular code block, and many more. Until now, we have written over 400 lines of code, and as we progress, there are hundreds of lines to be added, and with these added lines and with this code enlargement, the challenge of managing it becomes difficult. If I am not wrong, by the end of this tutorial we will have written over 3000 or 4000 lines of code, and imagine having it all in one script. For sure it is going to look messier, and most importantly we are going to face many challenges managing it, because finding particular code block or function, or let's say in case of error occurs, debugging it, finding the root cause and other things become difficult, right? That's why it's best practice to keep specific function in particular module, and we can import all this module in, let's say, main function, and this main function can combine all these things together and make it work. For example, here you can see we have uh, this moment we have this fetch account balance, right? Account balance, then get tournament accounts, switch accounts functions, right? These functions are related to accounts, right? So what we can do is we can keep this account related code in, let's say, accounts.py, and we can import this accounts.py anywhere in the program whenever we have to, right? And the same goes for WebSocket. For WebSocket we have this start WebSocket, send WebSocket request, and this on message, on error, on open, on close, right? So we can move this thing in websocket.py and move and then import it later on in our main script, right? And we can utilize it there. Likewise, we have functions for getting this get digital underlying list, get a right underlying list, get initialization data, get candles. So these are market related data, right? What we can do is we can keep this in markets data.py, and then we can import in main function. So basically what we are going to do is we are going to create couple of modules, okay, and we will import these separate or particular modules in our main class, and this main class will be responsible for initializing it, utilizing it uh, in any way possible, right? So that's what we are going to do. I'm starting on a new folder or new project directory. So first thing I'm gonna have to do is create virtual environment. Okay, now activate virtual environment. Okay, and along the tutorials we installed these 5 libraries: request, WebSocket client, .env, pandas, and mpl finance, right? Now let's install this in our new virtual environment. Okay, meanwhile let's create a file called .env. So this is going to be environment variable where we can store our secret information, in this case our iqoption email and password. For time being, let's set this to empty, and let's create two folders. called version 1 and version 2. Okay, and let's create init file inside each of these. Let's copy and paste it here. Okay, and let's move these to version 1 code or code from tutorials inside version 1, right? We can get rid of this thing now, right? We copied, that's okay. And inside version 2 we need to create couple of modules. So first module gonna be iq client, and this will be responsible for uh, combining all these separate modules, right, and utilize its functionality inside its class, right. And then other thing, as I showed you, so we have accounts related functions, WebSocket related functions, and market related functions, right. Now let's create empty modules for now. Accounts.py, and then markets.py. For WebSocket, let's name it a bit differently because we are using this library called WebSocket, right? Here you can see we're installing this WebSocket client, and this has a module called WebSocket.py. If we write custom module name WebSocket.py, at some point in time we might run into module conflict issue, right? So to avoid that, let's name our custom WebSocket bit differently. Okay, so by custom WebSocket, it's not like that we write WebSocket from the scratch, right? We are going to utilize WebSocket function. So this will basically handle WebSocket related things, right? Okay, all looks good. And let's create one more file called settings.py. And this settings.py file will contain configuration variables, common variables, URLs for login, logout, and also email and password. We will load it from the environment variable, right? And it can contain other things as well. As we progress through, right, we will like we will make it rich. The libraries are being installed, right, and these are the modules we need for time being, right. Version 1. Okay, yeah, this is all we need for this code modularity tutorial. Let's wait for all the libraries to be installed. Okay, so all the libraries are installed successfully. Now we can start refactoring our code from tutorials.